Now, before we get started, I would really love if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get the latest content from the YouTube channel, The Last Rewind. And don't be shy about leaving your comments at the bottom of the page because you are the sole reason why this channel will be successful. Thank you.
What's going on, everyone? Last Rewind coming to you again. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That would be greatly appreciative. As you know, I'm doing my I Give Them Their Flowers series, and this isn't a person. This isn't a television show. This isn't a movie, but this is a it's a record label, and I believe they should get their flowers because this record label made great music. And that's Murder Inc. Say what you want about Murder Inc. Irv Gotti is the Irv and Chris Gotti. They founded the company, I believe it was 1998. They founded the company in 1998. It's headquartered out of Manhattan, New York. And from 98 until 2003, Irv Gotti and the Murder Inc. crew made quality entertainment and quality music. We all know the flagship star on Murder Inc. was Ja Rule. Ja Rule was signed to Def Jam, I believe, before Murder Inc. In fact, I believe Irv Gotti kind of did his work, and Murder Inc. was under Def Jam. But in 1999, Veni Veni Vici was produced by Irv Gotti, and that's Ja Rule's that's Ja Rule's first album. Classic album from the beginning to the end. Say what you want about Ja Rule. I think us as adults now, I think it's a safe space to say that we let the beef with 50 Cent and Ja Rule get to us, and most of us back then sided with 50. But I think us as adults now, we can admit that Ja Rule is a talented artist and Murder Inc. is a talented record label, and there's no back and forth between who's better, 50 or Ja, or who's better, Murder Inc. or G Unit. Both artists are good. 50 is still relevant. Ja Rule he's kind of coming back, and both record labels were tremendous. But I believe us as youngsters back then, we more so sided with 50. I believe it was because 50 was new at the time. It was about 2002, 2003. 50 was new at the time, and it was just popular. Excuse me. It was just popular to go with 50. But you can't discredit what Murder Inc. did, the hits that Murder Inc. brought us. Now we go to 2001. We already got Ja Rule, who's the second star of Murder Inc. Yeah, it's Ashanti. We signed Ashanti. Also signed Charlie Baltimore, who is a tremendous hip-hop artist who did not quite get her break on Murder Inc. I'm still a little salty about that, but she should have got more shine on Murder Inc. But still a tremendous hip-hop artist in Charlie Baltimore. She broke out with Biggie back in the day. But they signed Ashanti in 2001. Ashanti puts out her single Foolish. I want to say Foolish went platinum or double platinum. So Murder Inc. is at this point, Murder Inc. is is making money and getting record sales. You know, to be exact, Murder Inc. sold over 30 million units worldwide, and grossed over 500 million. That's tremendous. Again, the first album was Veni Veni Vici by Ja Rule. I do believe now Ja Rule is kind of getting his flowers. It took a while. I think we all, like I said, got older and realized, man, he put out some good music. 50 just had good timing. That's the key to it. Ja Rule put out good music. 50 had good timing. I remember Ja Rule put out Clap Back, and this is under Murder Inc. Clap Back is not a bad diss track. It's just that you don't take Ja Rule serious, because the next time you see him, he's singing and dancing with Ashanti. The term clap back is used now in pop culture. The first time I ever heard it was when Ja Rule made that diss towards 50 and Eminem. The talent was there on Murder Inc. The timing was impeccable with 50 and G Unit. Murder Inc. had other stars. I use the term stars a little too loosely. Their stars was Ja Rule and Ashanti, and I'll even say Charlie Baltimore. But they had other artists in Black Child, Cadillac Ty. Vita was on there, and then later Lloyd. You know, long hair, don't care. He came onto the brand, and he was doing his thing. They had talent. They were making money. They were making record sales. Murder Inc. was doing their thing in the early 2000s. I remember you could not turn on 106 in Park. I'm talking AJ and Free 106 in Park. You could not turn on 106 in Park without a Ja Rule or Ashanti song on that countdown. They were taking over the airwaves at that time. I was a Murder Inc. fan. I was a Ja Rule fan. I was a 50 fan too, but I like them both. Now as a grown man, I can say they both made great music. Will we ever get the Ja Rule and 50 coming together and burying the hatchet? I don't think so, but you know, it lives on. But this is about Murder Inc. in itself. You gotta give it to Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti, I saw his biography. He was a hustler. He was a businessman. He knew the ins and outs of the business. He knew how to promote. He knew how to get music heard, and he knew how to market. He's a loudmouth, but it paid off in the end. It paid off in the end. Now, the demise of Murder Inc. was not 50 Cent. Let's be clear about that. The demise of Murder Inc. was not 50 Cent. If you sit here and think 50 Cent made Irv Gotti and Ja Rule stop making music, and you can throw away 500 million gross worldwide because of 50 Cent, it was not 50 Cent. Again, timing. 50 Cent knew the right timing, but in 2003, the Murder Inc. headquarters were raided by FBI because they were led to believe that it was drug trafficking and money laundering, and that's how the company or the record label was funded and started. So that in itself was the demise of Murder Inc. You know, they even tried to rebrand it later, but you know, at that point, it was all but, you know, pretty much done. But don't think that 50 brought down Murder Inc. I never thought that. I think 50 tagged on to it. He may have had an influence in it, but it was more so that raid in 2003. But Murder Inc. doesn't get the recognition that they should get with as opposed to, you know, your Rock Nations and your other record labels, as opposed to like you know, No Limit with Master P, Grand Hustle, T.I. I don't think I don't think Murder Inc. gets its recognition. And I believe it's because of 50, not the raid. I believe Murder Inc. doesn't get its recognition or its flowers because of how it went down with 50 Cent. But great music was made on Murder Inc. label. The song New York with Ja Rule and Fat Joe and Jadakiss, that's a classic. In fact, 50 Cent himself in the interview said he hates the song because it's so good. It's a classic song. It's a classic. And Murder Inc. made classics. I get it. They're kind of a thing of the past now. But Irv Gotti, his brother Chris, and all the employees or the artists under Murder Inc. deserve their flowers for what they gave us from 1998 until 2003. With that being said, we're going to give Murder Inc. their flowers. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.